Hello, my name is Kaylee, also known as Kurage Manga here on YouTube. This may be your first video to me, maybe it's your fifth, sixth. How many videos have I made? Not entirely sure, but either way, welcome. I'm a little bit hyper today. I only had like one coffee. I'm used to caffeine, so I don't know what's wrong with me, but here we are anyway. It is incredibly hot in the UK at the moment, so bear with me. Even if I have to film this video in sections, I will get this done because I've got a massive, and I mean massive, manga haul for you today. This is stuff I've collected from July and August mostly. Let's just say August was a very good month. Not so much for my bank account, but very good for manga, including some pre-orders, which some I'm still waiting on, and Yona of the Dawn and Snow White with the red hair coming back in stock. Can we just great for me, but also not great for me. Because of my mass spending spree, I kind of overbought in terms of I got a double. So I'm gonna have a giveaway of volume 5 for Yona of the Dawn. So if anyone wants that, UK based though, please. If anyone in the UK wants Yona of the Dawn volume 5 in English, please contact me and I'm sure we can arrange something. Anyway, let's get into the haul. Now, this first series I want to talk about is very close to my heart and incredibly hard to pick up the full thing. So I've got as much as I possibly can. And that series is Dengeki Daisy. Now, I read this in definitely while I was in school, in secondary school. So I would have been between the ages of 12 and 15, 12 and 16. Either way, during those periods of my years, I was reading an online version of this story introduced to me by my sister. So she is also in love with it and definitely wants to borrow this if I can get the whole thing. But that has proven quite difficult. There are about 4 volumes I don't have. So the missing ones I have are volume 8, volume 10, 11, and also 15. I don't know why these ones are so hard to come by. See, I don't want to say the series is out of print, but it definitely seems like it's out of print. So I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I'd love for them to re-release it. I have had to settle for volume 12 was also quite a difficult one to get, so I have got a library copy of that version, so it's not the best, but at least I can still read the story, which is the main reason I wanted to get it. As I've said many times in the past, I love reading manga physically, so if I can, that is how I'm going to collect and read it. If you don't know much about Dengeki Daisy, it is a shoujo manga. It is quite, it's kind of dark, it's a bit different. There's a bit of an age gap, but it's not really weird. But basically there's this girl who, her brother passed away, and the only connection she has kind of with him is through a phone he gave her that is in contact with a person called Daisy, who is there to help her with, you know, any trouble she might have. It covers a lot of like PC hacking, phone hacking, just that kind of like general tech hacking. And sort of like dangers and stuff that kind of come from that. So there's a bit of like mystery element to it. It's quite dark, like I said. But so far, like I remember really enjoying it. I remember not finishing it, which is kind of another reason why I wanted to collect it. I think it was ongoing when I was reading it, and that's why I never finished it, because I would have read up to a certain point before chapters got released, and yeah, that would have been when I stopped. But I have read volume 1 and volume 2 now, and it's as sweet as I remember. So yeah, if you can get a chance to read Dengeki Daisy, I really recommend it. For pre-order, I got volume 2 of Sakamoto Days. I mentioned how much I liked volume 1, the action being really cool, the story quite interesting. It's funny, it's not like an episodic format, it's actually like a flowing story, so it's quite enjoyable. So we continued on for volume 1, they're in a theme park and stuff's going down. Enjoying Sakamoto Days a lot. Next, you would have seen from, if you watched my vlog, you would have seen I picked up volume 3 of Mashle. I have read this, still enjoying it. It didn't make me laugh out loud as much as the other two, because I think it's just sort of focusing on the battle stuff. So it still had its funny moments, and I did laugh out loud still, but not as much. Still really enjoying Mashle. It's such a good read. If you've heard anything about it, everyone's been saying the same thing. It's like a weird mashup of like One Punch Man, Harry Potter, all that kind of stuff. It is called Magic and Muscles, so yeah. I also picked up volume 8 of Hunter x Hunter to help me continue on the collection. Just gonna keep slowly picking these up. I feel like it needs no introduction. Hunter x Hunter. I love how Hunter x Hunter looks on the shelf. I think it looks really cool. Next for a series I was so excited to get. I thoroughly am enjoying this like so much, and that is Kaiju No.8. Oh my god, this might be one of my favorite series of the year so far already. It's I'm only on volume 3 and it's amazing. Like, I genuinely love this. I leave every volume smiling because I just adore it. It's such a good story. It's so gripping. It's so captivating. So Kaiju No.8, it's focused on a guy called Kafka. He is, I believe, 32 years old, and he kind of has a weird encounter with the kaiju, and we kind of follow his story from there, and he wants to be part of a task force that gets rid of the kaiju and protects humanity, or Japan. I'm not sure it's worldwide. Let's just say Japan. And the characters are all really cool, and you learn so much, and the story has been kind of mystery but interesting, and fighting, and it's so hard to explain. It's such a good shonen manga, and I cannot wait to get my hands on volume 4. I so recommend Kaiju No.8. Please read Kaiju No.8. Next is a series I have had for a very long time in my collection, but I just haven't continued it or picked up because I picked it up in my teenage years and phase. So I would have started collecting it when I was about 14 or 15, and I just haven't really touched it since. So I've had 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 of them for ages, and I finally picked up volume 7 and 8 of Noragami. So the reason I picked up more Noragami is because I decided to go ahead and read the 5 volumes I had, and I want to read more. I love it. I love Noragami. You can't go wrong with Noragami. It's about a low-level god who just wants to be recognized and loved. He's poor. He wants a shrine. It's got fighting, supposedly a bit of romance, but I'm not really at that stage yet, but I've heard things and it's kind of hinting at it, and the relationship between the 3 main characters is so cute, and I just really like Noragami. The whole world is so interesting with the gods and that, and the conflicts, and just it's so enjoyable. If you haven't read Noragami, I really recommend it. From what I remember, so I originally picked it up because I watched the anime and I really enjoyed that when I was younger, and that's why I picked up Noragami in the first place, but I'm so glad I reread it now. If you do want to read Noragami, I believe very shortly there are omnibuses coming out for the series, so now's as good time as any to start reading Noragami. Seriously, read Noragami. So I'm going to show you something that isn't manga, but I want to share that I picked it up because I was really excited, but it is related, and that is the illustration art book by Rito Takarai. I hope I'm saying that right, sorry if not. I know her best for her work for 10 Count, which is a BL series, and it's the mirror illustration book. How pretty is this book? Look at them. So you got Shiratani from 10 Count, and oh my god, was it Kurose? I remembered his name. It's been a while since I read it. On the back, and yeah, it's absolutely beautiful inside. I will show you some pages because 10 Count is one of my favorite BLs, even if it does feel a little bit rushed. It is only 6 volumes long, but I quite enjoyed it. So yeah, as you can see, it's absolutely gorgeous. Just contains a bunch of her illustrations from all of her works, and probably, I believe, just some of her like actual just drawings and not from manga, and it's just beautiful. I love it. So yeah, I just want to share that with you guys. I hope, you know, even though it's not manga, I hope you like it. Moving on, you would have seen, again, if you watched my vlog, shameless plug, I picked up Seaside Stranger Volume 1. I gave my thoughts about this book in the vlog, so I'll leave a link for you guys in case you're interested, so I won't say too much. It is a BL. It was quite cute, and I've already explained how I want to read more because I just want to know more. I want to see more of their growth. Next on pre-order, I had Volume 5 of Skip and Loafer. I love this series. It was the Christmas bit. It feels like there's realization, without giving too much spoilers. It feels like there might be some more development now, because before it kind of felt like the relationship wasn't going anywhere, considering this is meant to be like slice of life romance series. So the fact that we're on volume 5 and nothing had really happened yet was getting a bit worrying. But now that I've finished volume 5, it's safe to say that I can see volume 6 having a lot happening in it, so I'm very excited for that release. I finally decided to pick up volume 1 of Hell's Paradise. I want to collect this series. It might be my main focus in the next couple of months because I do really want to read this. I love a bit of gore, and I've heard great things about this, and obviously I think there's an anime coming out and I want to read it before that happens. So I don't know much about the series. I just know it's quite gory. I believe it's like people trapped on an island, so it's called Hell's Paradise because, you know, like hell, it's like a paradise escape on an island. I assume it's called that because it's a horrible island to be on. So that's that one. I finally picked up volume 3 of Wotakoi. Now that the series is finished, I'll be putting a lot more focus into this and probably picking up a volume every month. So I finally got volume 3. And seeing as there's only 6 volumes, it won't be long before I finish this. And once I have it all, I'm going to binge it. So yeah. Love is hard for otaku. Next series. It's another BL, and that is Restart After Coming Back Home. This was really cute. I really want to get the next volume. This is a one-shot technically, but there is like a sort of volume 2, but it's called, I believe it's like Restart After Growing Hungry, I think. And I do want to see more about these two because it is so cute, and they're in the countryside and it's just very wholesome, and I want to read more about these two because it was really cute. So Restart After Coming Back Home would recommend, especially for, it's a good like starting BL. So if you want to get into boys love manga, I'd say this is a pretty good one to start with, honestly. Next is a series that really struck a chord with me, and that is I Want to Be a Wall. Now this covers the relationship between an asexual woman and a gay man who marry out of convenience more than anything. I say it strikes a chord with me because I myself am asexual, so I can relate a bit to the main character, one of the main characters here. Asexuality is a broad spectrum. Some people who are asexual won't relate to things in this, and some will. I relate so well because she likes boys love, but she's saying how like I can enjoy fiction, but then when it comes to me it's a no-go. So like fiction and stories and romance and stories and sexual activities and stories is appealing, but not to yourself. Or like, for example, it's easier to read a BL when all the characters are men because it's even more like away from yourself. You don't put yourself in like the woman's shoes, for example, in a romantic story, because why would you? The relationship between Yuriko and Gaku is really sweet. Like they put trust in each other, and they're just a team, and they're growing together. They're navigating married life together, and Gaku's getting into Yuriko's interests. For example, when he sees like her BL collection and stuff, and he's just going through like all those different types of stories, and it's really funny. I love that stuff like this gets covered. Okay. As I said, I would be continuing. I got Volume 4 of Death Note, the Black Edition. I don't need to say much about the series, I don't think. As I said, liked it in my teenage years, wanted to pick it up, put it on hold for so long, finally picked it up. Volume 4 came back in stock this month, and that's the only reason I managed to pick it up, because it's been out of stock for a while. So again, this is a series that won't take me long to finish. We're only 6 volumes long. I've only got 2 more volumes to go of Black Note. Death Note. Just combined the Black Edition with the Death Note. Go me. Next, we've got an absolutely beautiful book release of The Girl from the Other Side in the hardcover edition with 3 volumes in it. It's beautiful. Like, I'm so glad I hadn't already started to collect this series, because the fact that this came out, stunning. And I've been wanting to read this, so like I said, it just makes me glad that I put the series on hold and I didn't start picking it up yet, because look what I got. Patience, guys. Sometimes patience works out. Like, it's so pretty. I actually don't know much about The Girl from the Side. I just know I wanted to read it. I know it covers like a young girl and this like weird creature, demon man, I don't know, but it looked cool and probably like a story I'd enjoy, because I like the ancient, is it Magus' Bride or whatever it's called? So maybe I'll like this, I don't know. I'll let you know my thoughts when I read it, okay? Speaking of beautiful hardcover volumes, Berserk Volume 3, finally I picked it up. It's one of those ones that's also been out of stock, but it finally came back, and I want to collect Berserk in order, especially when it's these deluxe editions, because they are expensive, so I am very, very slowly picking it up. But I decided to read on, because when I first read Berserk in the first deluxe edition of this, it's just like the sort of introduction story and arc, and then I finally went and read the Golden Age arc, which is like the actual beginning to the story, and it was so damn good. I'm already in love with Berserk. I feel like people have already said enough on it to know. If you want an in-depth review, go watch another channel, because I can't really give you it, but just know there's a reason people love Berserk, okay? It's really good. really, really good. It's a bit dark, it's adult, so please don't read it unless you're 18 plus. Very happy to have. I wish I could collect it faster, but like I said, you're talking about £30-40 volume, so it's pricey, so yeah. Speaking of series I've been wanting to pick up for a while, I kind of splurged and got the entirety of Jujutsu Kaisen. Now I'm still waiting on 2 volumes, but after they arrive I'll be completely up to date and probably ordering the pre-orders. Volume 16 just came out, so I picked it up pretty much. So I got volume 16 and then picked up all of it. I've watched the anime, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Watched the film, thoroughly enjoyed that as well. I've heard many good things about the manga, so I'm collecting it. I want to continue the story, something I really enjoy. I'm still missing volume 2. I'm very excited to get my volume 2 and just read this series, because yes. If you don't know much about Jujutsu Kaisen, I feel like it doesn't need that much introduction, but just know it covers like people fighting off curses and weird creatures, and big fights, and people who can use something called Jujutsu, which fights them off and use like curse energy, so it's kind of like a magic sort of, but our main character ate a cursed finger and now has a horrible, what do you call them? Are they just curses? Because now he just has like this crazy powerful being inside of him, basically, is all you need to know. But for some reason he can like control the powerful being, because of course main character energy, you know. What else did I get? Well, Volume 6 of My Dress Up My Dress Up Darling finally came out, which I'm happy, because now we can read on past the anime because I was already up to date with the manga anyway, and then watched the anime. Of course, it was a good adaptation, beautiful animation, and everyone just loves it because the story is just cute and about cosplay, and it's interesting, it's fun, it's art, and just the two characters are so cute. It's a bit edgy, and we don't mind that. But yeah, volume 6 finally came out. I've read half of it, already really like it. Another series that was in my pre-order and I'm thoroughly enjoying is the Apothecary Diaries. More and more of us are picking this up, and for good reason. It needs more recognition. The story is really, really good. I don't know what genre this counts as, but just know our main character Mao is a strong, independent woman, which we love. She's smart. She works for the inner court. She was like sold off and earning money within the court basically, but because she's so smart and the shenanigans she ends up getting into, this series almost feels like a detective series sometimes, like the amount of mysteries and stuff she's having to solve and use her brain with. But you basically just follow the life of Mao and her dealings with it, and it's just really good. It's really hard to explain as a story, but I really recommend it. It is really good. Now, as I said earlier, this was an extremely good month for manga coming back in stock because I managed to get some more volumes of Snow White with the Red Hair. So I've basically ordered the entirety of what I could, which I think is actually going to make me complete and up to date, which is very exciting. But I'm still waiting on a lot of the volumes because I've ordered the whole thing. So and I only originally had like 3 or 4 volumes. I'm extremely happy. So I got volume 3 here at the moment, volume 4, volume 18, and I think it's the latest release of volume 19. I could be wrong. We might already have 20 out, maybe even 21. It was releasing quite fast last I checked. But this is another story with your strong, independent lady character, and it's great. It's got its romance. It's just one of those really good shoujo mangas. If you don't know much about Snow White with red hair, just give it a go. You cannot go wrong with it. Like, seriously. Next, I got... God, they were really stuck together. I might have to give all my manga a wipe down. I don't know what it is, but a lot of my volumes have been coming with like some weird residue on it, and I've been wiping them down with a wet wipe. Might have to continue doing that. Anyway, we got volume 5 of Yona of the Dawn, volume 8, volume 9, and volume 10. There are some more on the way if they don't get cancelled, because they're probably out of stock already. So if my order doesn't come, someone else got it. But Yona of the Dawn has been one of those really hard ones to collect. It's another really good shoujo action adventure story, another strong lead. Yona is unfortunately one of those ones that I bought doubles of because I forgot I ordered them, because obviously when they come back in stock I'm just like, add to basket, do it. And then I think it was on Blackwell's and it would send me like another email to say it was back in stock, so I'd buy it again even though I'd already bought it because I forgot, because I just do it so fast in the moment, whether it's early morning, late night, whatever. If I see it, I order it. So I unfortunately have 2 volumes of Yona of the Dawn volume 5. So if anyone in the UK wants in English Yona of the Dawn volume 5, message me. I'll see what I can do for you. First come, first served. Next is a series I've been hearing is gonna get more prints made, so I've got all those on alerts, and that is Nana. I got volume 5. I did order volume 4, but unfortunately got cancelled, so I assume they ran out of stock, which is very sad. But I've had volume 1, 2 and 3 of Nana for a very long time. I got gifted them on like my 18th birthday from my sister. Nana is one of those anime series I watched and really liked. It's quite sad, it made me cry, but it was such a good story of these 2 girls called Nana who are very different but end up living together. One is in a band and one is just how do we even explain her? She's crazy when it comes to boys. She just falls in love with everyone so quickly, and she's such a girly girl and fun, chaotic and stuff. But just know that this series is just, it's so good. It's by Ayazawa, who also created Paradise Kiss, which is one of those series that really stays in my mind. It's just so good. Like a really good like coming of age story. I think Nana is I don't know, but it's the one up from, so instead of like, so shoujo is like for younger girls, and then it's whatever the next one is. Josei for older women. Either way, very good. Finally, I have completed our Haru Ride. Speaking of shoujo, volume 10 finally came back in stock. Oh, yes! So I've had the series for so long. I've been wanting to have it in its entirety, and I was missing volume 10 for so long, and it finally came back, and I'm so happy. But our Haru Ride is one of the shoujos up there for the high school sort of bits. It's very typical shoujo, but it's just one of those good ones, and a lot of people like it. It's just one of those popular ones, and it's cute, it's good. It's like she falls in love but he falls hard kind of situation, so we like that. Next, I got another BL series. It's Sasaki and Miyano Volume 3. As you know, I've been collecting this. Still not quite caught up with where I've read to online, but eventually. I don't know how many volumes are out at the moment. I think it's either 5 or 6, but they're out of stock, which is why I've only got up to volume 3 at the moment. Otherwise, I probably would have ordered more this month, because as you can see, I went on a huge spending spree, so that's that one. We like Sasaki and Miyano. Very cute, fluffy BL series for sure. A series I've been absolutely loving. Volume 4 of my Love Mix-Up came out finally. This was on pre-order. I like it so much because it's supposed to be that romance, like shoujo romance, but it's also kind of a BL, and it's just really cute just seeing these two interact with each other and the other characters, because you want to see their love develop too. And yeah, it's just so cute, and it's so funny, and the way, I think I mentioned before, but the way the artist draws some of the facial expressions in this, it just is so funny. It's made me laugh, and it's a chaotic mess, but it's great. Like, seriously, if you haven't read My Love Mix-Up, I seriously recommend it. It's cute, it's good, it's funny. So yeah. Last but not least, from what I can show you today, is also from my vlog trip, and that is Lovesick Ellie. We got volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, and volume 4. Now, I've already given my opinion on this again, but just know it covers a very pervy girl, as they like to say, who has a lot of fantasies about this boy, who is strangely into her pervy side. Let's just say that, and it's very cute, very funny. It feels like a shoujo manga with a twist, because normally the girls are always so reserved and cutesy or whatever, or get protected and all this stuff, but she is so funny, she is so pervy. It feels more realistic. Like, of course you think about holding hands, but yeah, their relationship is very cute. But I'm at a point now, I binge read the whole thing. In my vlog, I'd only read like one volume or one chapter or something, and I already said how much I was enjoying it, and I've still, after reading all that, I'm still enjoying it. I've got volume 5 pre-ordered on the way. It's kind of ended on a point where you get introduced to another boy character, so I don't know if that's gonna cause some conflict or not, but we also ended on a cute moment for Christmas. Yeah, it's just very cute. So if you want to give Lovesick Ellie a try, I do recommend it. It's a great shoujo so far. Oh yeah. Okay, so some parcels arrived. I'm using my Ghibli postcards to cover up my address, but I'll show you them because they're cute, obviously. We got Princess Mononoke. Let's see what's inside. Oh, excellent. A pre-order of Cheeky Brat Volume 4. Oh, it's got a little bit of a dent. Oh my god, that's in horrible condition. It looks like it got dropped. That's very unfortunate. I like the colour on this one. Do a quick flick flare. Ooh. next parcel. Michael is exactly the face I pull when my manga arrives. Okay. Yay, more Snow White with the red hair. This time it's volume 10. We've got package with Ponyo. This is all my money running away from me. Another Snow White with the red hair, can already tell. Volume 9. This is a cute cover. I quite like this one. Feels very magical. Lovely shade of green. We've got Kiki's Delivery Service. Oh, that one did not open as well. There we go. Oh. Oh, of course. Another Snow White with the red hair. This is volume 13. A lovely shade of purple. Next is My Neighbor Totoro. Now, do we think this is going to be another Snow White with the red hair? Place your bets now. And it is not. It's Sasaki and Miyano Volume 4. I love the covers on these volumes. It's so cute. I'm hoping this catches me up with where I read to now, but I'm not sure. Have a quick look. Yes. Oh, not quite actually. I think I need volume 5 and then I'm up to date. Gotta wait for it to come back in stock though. Now I've got this big parcel that just arrived. I'm up on Poppy Hill on the front here. Oh, God. Almost looks like a footprint been dropped. Anyway, I assume this is the bulk of Snow White with the red hair. I'm hoping that's what it is. Oh, it definitely is. Let me just take my invoice out. Da, 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 da. Look at this. Right, let's see which ones we've got. Okay, so we've got volume 15. Volume 11. Volume 14. Volume 16. This is cute. Volume 8. And lastly, Volume 12. I always find it weird with Blackwells. I assume they send out their parcels as soon as they process them fully, because I never get them in bulk orders like that. So that was a nice surprise, because as earlier, like I showed how I got 2 volumes separately, it's really random how they come. Another book just arrived. Let's see what Arietti's got inside for us. I'm hoping it's the volume I need of Snout with the Red Hair, because I started reading and it's unfortunately like volume 6. Yeah, volume 6 that I need to keep reading. I need 6 and 7. It's gonna put a pause in my reading, which is quite sad. So I'm hoping it's one of those. Oh, it's not, but it is Year of the Dawn volume 11. I can't be mad about that. Parcel, once again, hoping, praying it's volume 6 Snow with the Red Hair, because I'm on volume 5 and I just want to continue, but I have a feeling it's going to be volume 7, which but let's find out. Oh, it's not, wait, it's not even Snow with the Red Hair. Through period 8, the pre-order came, amazing. It's almost like a happy accident. Cannot complain. I love the colours of Blue Period. I love how they make the paint shiny and everything else is matte. It's actually great. I still need to read volume 7, so I can't read this one right away. But it does look as beautiful as it like, I love the spines. Yes. Amazing. Porco Rosso says we got something good inside. That sounds so, I'm so sorry. Let's take a look. Volume 6 of Snow White with the Red Hair. Finally. I can read on, but we're still waiting for volume 7. Hopefully that arrives this week. I'm thoroughly enjoying it so far, with only being 5 volumes in. Very happy. Hoping this Pompico parcel is the last volume of Snow White with the Red Hair. Which, let's find out. It is amazing. This now means we are up to date with Snow with the Red Hair. We have the whole thing, 1 through 19. I believe number 20 is out next month in September. Ah, this is fantastic. I did not know I'd be owning this series so soon. I am very, very happy with this. I can't believe how much money I spent this month. Not good, but good. But not good, but good, because manga. Anyway, see you guys in the next one. Love you all. Thanks for all the subscribes, by the way, guys. We're at like what, we're over 225, you know, we're almost at 250. It's insane. You guys are great. Thank you so much. I genuinely didn't expect anything from this. I just wanted to share and express my hobby with other people who have the same taste, and this community is so sweet. Thank you. Like, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart. I love sharing manga with you all. If Heck, if I'm gonna buy this much, I might as well share it with other people, right? Let's all share recommendations together. Let's all have fun in the comments. Let's all, let me know what you guys have been reading. What should I read? What should I pick up? Do you want me to share a list with you of what I've got on there? Because there's a lot on there. I need a library, but I don't have the space. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna run out of bookshelf space by the end of the year. What am I gonna do? Nothing's gonna stop me from collecting though. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a comment, like the video. Please like the video. It helps so much. Turn on the notification bell every time I post. I only post once a month. So having your bell on, ready. Guys, please. I'm sorry, I told you I was high on caffeine. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.